In this Money Smart Basics book review, we will show you how Babylon holds the key to your financial freedom. The Richest Man in Babylon offers timeless wisdom and practical tips for building wealth. Learn how to save, invest, and grow your money like the ancients did. It's easier than you think. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. Folks, let me tell you about a book that changed my life. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. This little gem was first published in 1926. But don't let that fool you. The wisdom in these pages is as relevant today as it was nearly a century ago. Clason takes us on a journey to the ancient city of Babylon. This was one of the wealthiest cities in history. The principles that made Babylon rich can make you rich too. It's not about fancy financial instruments or get-rich-quick schemes. It's about solid, timeless principles that anyone can follow. The book is a series of parables. These are simple stories that pack a powerful punch. They're set in ancient Babylon, but they could just as easily be set in New York or Nashville. The characters might wear robes instead of suits, but their financial challenges are the same ones we face today. How to save money, how to invest wisely, how to build wealth over time, it's all there. And let me tell you, these secrets are pure gold. Now let me introduce you to the star of our show, Arad. This guy is the richest man in Babylon. But he didn't start out that way. Arad was once a poor scribe struggling to make ends meet. Many of us have been there, living paycheck to paycheck, wondering how we'll ever get ahead. But Arad didn't stay poor. He learned the secrets of wealth, and boy did he put them to good use. He became so rich that the king himself asked him to teach others. And that's where our story really begins. Arad shares his wisdom with a group of his old friends who are still struggling financially. He doesn't hold back. He lays it all out there, step by step. What I love about Arad is that he's not some highfalutin banker or royal treasurer. He's just a regular guy who figured things out. He made mistakes along the way, sure, but he learned from them, and now he's passing that knowledge on to others. Arad's story is a testament to the power of financial education. Alright folks, let's talk about one of the most important lessons Arad teaches. Living below your means. This is the foundation of all wealth building. Arad puts it this way: a part of all you earn is yours to keep. He recommends saving at least 10% of everything you make. Now, that might not sound like much, but it adds up fast. Here's the thing, most people do the opposite. They spend everything they earn, and then some. They're always chasing the next paycheck, always in debt. But Arad teaches us to flip that script. Pay yourself first. Before you pay the grocer, before you pay the tailor, pay yourself. Put that money aside and watch it grow. You might need to make some tough choices. Maybe you need to cut back on eating out. Maybe you need to downsize your car. Whatever it takes, find a way to live on less than you make. Living below your means isn't about deprivation, it's about prioritization. Now that we've got some money saved up, what do we do with it? This is where Arad's next lesson comes in. Invest wisely. He doesn't just tell us to save our money, he tells us to put that money to work. Make thy gold multiply, he says. In other words, don't just sit on your savings, invest them so they can grow. But here's the catch. Arad isn't talking about gambling or speculation. He's not telling us to bet it all on the latest hot stock tip. No, he's talking about smart, prudent investing. He advises seeking out safe investments that offer sure returns. In today's terms, we might think of things like index funds or real estate. The key is to invest in things that have a track record of growth over time. Arad also warns against getting suckered into get-rich-quick schemes. He tells the story of how he once lost all his savings by investing in a scheme to make rare jewels. It sounded too good to be true. And guess what? It was. If something promises huge returns with no risk, run the other way. Instead, Arad advises us to seek the counsel of wise men. The key is to make informed decisions, not emotional ones. Invest in what you understand. Section 5. Seeking knowledge, the path to financial success. Folks, let me tell you, knowledge is power, and when it comes to money, knowledge is wealth. This is another key lesson from the richest man in Babylon. Arad doesn't just tell us to save and invest. He tells us to constantly seek out financial knowledge. He says, the more of wisdom we know, the more we may earn. Now, this doesn't mean you need to go get a degree in finance, far from it. Arad is talking about practical, everyday financial wisdom. He's talking about understanding how money works, how to budget, how to invest, how to avoid debt. These are skills that anyone can learn, and everyone should learn. So how do we gain this knowledge? Well, reading The Richest Man in Babylon is a great start, but don't stop there. Read other books on personal finance, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, talk to people who are good with money. The key is to never stop learning. But here's the thing, knowledge alone isn't enough. You've got to apply what you learn. Section 6. Perseverance and Discipline. Keys to long-term prosperity. Alright folks, let's talk about two of the most important ingredients in the recipe for wealth, perseverance, and discipline. Arad hammers these points home throughout the book. He tells us that building wealth isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes time and it takes consistency. You can't just save for a month and then blow all your money. You can't invest once and then forget about it. Arad puts it this way: wealth that comes quickly goeth the same way. In other words, get-rich-quick schemes are a recipe for disaster. Real wealth, lasting wealth, is built slowly and steadily over time. It's about making the right decisions day after day, month after month, year after year. It's about sticking to your financial plan even when it's tough, even when you're tempted to splurge. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is what keeps you saving that 10% of your income even when you really want to buy that new gadget. Discipline is what keeps you investing in your retirement fund even when the market is down. Discipline is what keeps you living below your means even when all your friends are living it up. It's not always fun, but it's necessary. And let's talk about perseverance. Building wealth takes time. Section 7. Parables that teach Clayson's storytelling genius. Now let's talk about what makes The Richest Man in Babylon so special, the way Clayson tells the story. This isn't some dry financial textbook, it's a series of parables, simple stories that pack a powerful punch. And let me tell you, this approach works wonders. It makes complex financial concepts easy to understand and remember. Take the story of the 5 laws of gold, for example. Clayson could have just listed out 5 rules for managing money. But instead, he tells us about a young man who receives a bag of gold and a clay tablet with the laws inscribed on it. The young man ignores the laws, loses all his gold, and has to learn the hard way. It's a story we can all relate to, and it makes the lessons stick. Or consider the tale of the goddess of good luck. Instead of just telling us that opportunity favors the prepared, Clayson spins a yarn about men waiting for the goddess to bless them with riches. The moral: good luck comes to those who work hard and seize opportunities. It's a lesson that's hard to forget when it's wrapped up in such a vivid story. Section 8. Timeless lessons for today's economy. Folks, here's the thing that blows my mind about The Richest Man in Babylon. These lessons are just as relevant today as they were in ancient Babylon. Sure, we're not trading in gold coins anymore, we're not riding chariots to work, but the fundamental principles of managing money, they haven't changed a bit. Think about it. The idea of living below your means, that's still the foundation of all good financial planning. The importance of saving at least 10% of your income, still solid advice. The need to invest wisely and seek out knowledge, still crucial in today's complex financial world. The value of perseverance and discipline, still the keys to long-term financial success. Now you might be thinking, but Dave, the economy is so different now. We have credit cards and student loans and online trading, and you're right, the details have changed, but the principles haven't. In fact, I'd argue that these principles are even more important in today's fast-paced, debt-driven economy. We need these timeless truths more than ever. Consider the recent financial crises we've been through. Section 9. Building financial literacy through ancient wisdom. Let's talk about something that's close to my heart: financial literacy. In my view, this is one of the most important skills we can develop. And yet, it's something that's sorely lacking in our education system. We teach kids algebra and history, but we don't teach them how to manage their money. That's where The Richest Man in Babylon comes in. This book is a crash course in financial literacy, wrapped up in an engaging story. What I love about this book is how it breaks down complex financial concepts into simple, actionable advice. It doesn't just tell you to save money, it tells you how much to save and why. It doesn't just tell you to invest, it gives you guidelines for smart investing. It doesn't just tell you to avoid debt, it explains why debt can be so dangerous. In short, it gives you the tools you need to make smart financial decisions. But here's the real beauty of it, because these lessons are presented in story form, they're easy to remember and apply. You don't need to memorize a bunch of financial jargon. Section 10, the 7 cures for a lean purse. Now let's dive into one of the most practical parts of the richest man in Babylon, the 7 cures for a lean purse. This is where Arad really gets down to brass tacks, giving us specific steps to build wealth. And let me tell you, these cures are as effective today as they were in ancient Babylon. The first cure, start thy purse to fattening. This is all about saving 10% of your income. We've talked about this before, but it bears repeating. Pay yourself first. Before you pay any bills, before you buy any groceries, set aside that 10%. It's the foundation. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you are ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here is the bonus tip that we promise. Got a minute? Here's a tip to boost your savings. Pay yourself first. Before bills or shopping, save 10% of your earnings. It's an easy way to build wealth and secure your future. Start today and watch your money grow. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos.